Hey everyone, it is my very great pleasure to show you the first unboxing of our first 1/12 scale product, the Tantive entryway, the long version for the Star Wars Black Series and other 6-inch figures. So let's do the unboxing and I'll show you how to do the assembly, which is very simple, especially if you've seen my other entryway videos, very similar. Added a few things. You'll have the checklist in here with all the parts, so the floors, the sidewalls, the columns, the templates, the wall boxes, the double-sided 3M mounting tape, rubber inserts for the back wall with wedges, double-sided print, a door for the back wall, a Decal Sheet, some U-profiles and mounting profiles, and some super glue. Some of these parts are optional, by the way, but I'll get into that after the unboxing. And it should also have a link to the video you're watching now, so or at least the channel, our channel, because of course I had to make the checklist before I could make the video. So the four solid columns, the U-profiles, the boxes, the mounting 3M materials, then all very solidly packed as you're used to from us. This is some very beautiful, very heavy gauge aluminum profile. Then gorgeous big back wall with the wedges. Then the double-sided print with a little bit of extra, which I will get into later, and the same for the back wall. The decal sheet you're going to need. These are two templates for mounting the boxes on the side walls, and then this is the floor unit. Look at the very beautiful floor with the proper pattern. And then I unboxed this. This is the double-sided print. And here is the very cool relief cut 3D machined back door. Let's take off all the boxes. So before you do anything else, it's a good idea to have the super glue to have the 3M mounted on all the parts we're going to be using later. That'll allow the glue time to set. This isn't double-sided tape because there's no carrier layer. This is actual glue between two sheets. So we use this because it's automotive strength and it allows us to have glue in any shape or size and it not be messy. So here too, so just peel off the adhesive. You'll be left with the part that says 3M on it. Just place it near the edges doesn't really matter very much. Tighten, really push it down and just leave that to set while we prepare the other parts. Okay, so if you have any parts that have some edges, like this one doesn't, but this does, just get your knife, any knife, kitchen knife, doesn't matter, doesn't really have to be sharp. Don't cut it like this because you might cut into the material. Just put it at almost like a 90-degree angle, and like this. As you can see, it'll just come off like that. Right? Alright, so another part to do first, again to let the 3M set, is to get... Alright, so another thing to do first to let the 3M set before we use it is to get these profiles and get them on the wide angle, the wide side, and get this double-sided strip, center it. Should have a little bit room on all edges, as you can see, and just leave that to set and dry while we work on the other stuff. Same goes for the second one. If you see it's dirty or dusty, just wipe it down with a cloth. Press it down well and let it settle. So, starting with the back wall, let's get out the bag with the wedges. This is quite a neat idea from someone other than me, but so you'll have the short edge and the long edge. You'll want the short edge down. Just slide them in there. Ta-da! Isn't that cool? And there you go. That's the perfectly formed back wall. So this is the rubber door insert. Just work your way around. Only thing to take note of is don't put any pressure on it, like stretch it. That will cause it to come loose again. Now, you can optionally put in a few drops of super glue if you want. For mine, I haven't, and it stays put just fine. But if for any reason, like tolerances, different humidity, or whatever, it doesn't for you, that's one of the reasons the super glue is in there. You might, it might help to just lift out the wedge a little bit, push it down, then put the wedge back in. That'll also help keep it in place. So lifting the back, the wedge up, just really pushing it down, then putting the wedge in there. Alright, so get some scissors, get your knife for anything. And then so there you go. That looks great. So now you get your aluminum side, and we get a template. As you can see, the template has been laser cut very carefully. Take out these parts. All right, so all you need to do is use this piece of paper to make sure you're on the same, you're at the proper height. So this is a spacer, and then just get some tape. Really put it straight next to the edge, fold the tape over. Same goes for this end. There you go. Now I like to push it down here, put a bit of tape here, just to make it a little bit more solid and easy to work with. Same goes on this side. So here, tape here, then here. And you've got the perfect pattern spaced evenly. So now you've got to think about how you want to lay out the pattern. Let's assume this is the left wall. Then from the movie, if this is the back door, there are two screens here. So let's start out with those decals. Line them up with the top. Center them. Then roll them down so there's no air gap, like that. Just roll it down, make sure there's no air gaps. So then the other 6 will all be boxes, of course. The 4 yeah, what are those? These 4 miniature boxes on the box will be on the top. And this is another important part. We started out with adhering the 3M, so it should be pretty good right now. Then just get a corner of the adhesive, and this is important. Pull it, don't pull it back like this, pull it down along the same plane, and as you can see, perfect. So this should be dead easy. Align it to the top, drop it in. If you don't push down too hard, you will have a little bit of wiggle room, but I feel it's not necessary. So again, carefully peel the corner to make sure you only have the backing, then pull down. Perfect. So that's that. Just peel back the template. How neat is that, huh? That is cool, guys. That is cool, guys. And girls, by the way. Shout out to Kelly from Portugal. The latest of the girls to add to the Jazzing Diorama family. So let's do the other side. Okay, again, so if you want to be all movie accurate about it, then you need to put a decal, a display screen on the third box from the left or the second from the right. Center it, align it with the top, and then just slowly pull it down like that. And then the final screen decal goes all the way to the left on the bottom row. Of course, you can do any combination you'd like because it's pretty random throughout the entire hallways I've seen in the movie. So for some of you who've gotten more than one, just mix it up a little and you should be very movie accurate and have a very cool setup. Again, carefully peel back from the corner, pull in the straight line down, align with the top, drop it in, check it. You can still do a little bit of twisting and then push it down. So, again, just pull back the template like so, and another perfect wall. Very cool. Really like that. Cool. Get the back wall now and give the 3M the glue a little bit of time to set here too. So we've given it time to set on the aluminum profile. Pull it back down, align it with the top and the side exactly, and just drop it down. Use your finger for guidance. They will be slightly short, and especially line it up with the bottom as much as you can so it doesn't peek over the back. Yes, we have thought of everything, I hope. Align it with the back, exactly with the sides. Just slightly drop it, check your work, and then push it down. So, let's leave that to set for a while. Very cool stuff. So let's unpack our final piece. The very cool and beautiful columns. As you can see, to left, to right. So here's the optional part. You'll have super glue. Now you can just slide the side walls in, put them back up, and everything will be fine. This is how I've done it with all my Tantive 1/6 scale dioramas, but some people have asked, so we've included it. Just take off the top and puncture the foil, put it back. Oh, there we go. Then take off the top. Now be careful, this stuff is very thin. Put the tip in before you start squeezing, and just, we found a tip that is a perfect size. Just make sure you get some super glue everywhere. Like that. If you put it down like this. Now, the only thing to make sure you do is the thicker end of the column is the top. This is the top of your wall, so it will fit like this, but you don't want to do that. So just drop in the wall and leave it for a while to set. Put this aside. Oh, this is cool. I like it. Get the other column, do the same again. Stay away from the edges. Just a little bit. Make sure you get an even coverage like that. Get the other wall. Again, double check. This is the top. This is the bigger part, the thicker part. So this is the top. Slowly drop it in. Perfect fit. And just leave it to set. Okay. Going back to the other one. Just a bit of super glue along the edges. Getting the first wall again. Check, check, double check. Now this is the top and here. So drop it in, push it down firmly, let it set under its own weight. So we're getting the final bit here, like this. You get the back print, and this is the bottom part. Center it over the edges, and then just go like this, and that is perfect, as you can see. So let me show you how does the back wall look. So you got 3 display options. You can slide in this graphic, and then you'll have something like perfect for C-3PO and R2-D2 in there, or the interrogation between Darth Vader and Princess Leia. If you want to do a setup with the stormtroopers blasting through, you use this side of the graphic. Or if you want the third option, then look at that. Gorgeous. The closed door option, option number 3. So I'll leave this in place. All right, everyone, here she is. So one final option that I'm not going to be using, these walls can stand on their own, but you will find this 3M. So that will fit on the side column, which means you can glue this side column and this wall to the back. Some people want that just for security's sake. I don't, because once it's set, and if you don't glue it down, you'll have different setup options where you can have these 2 side walls in line with the back wall. So let's just give you a sense of scale. Here's a trooper who's not feeling very well. Vader talking to his little girl. I don't know about you, but that looks pretty good. So, hope you enjoy. Up to the next video.